So your portfolio just dropped 20 to 30% and you're either already retired or you're just about to be. So what do? Do you sell and wait it out? Do you cut back on the life that you planned? Or do you delay retirement because the timing just feels wrong? Or is there a smarter, more controlled way to respond? Today, I want to walk you through exactly what to do when your portfolio takes a hit, especially if you're a current or upcoming retiree. We're going to look at real data, real scenarios, and a clear framework that takes you from panic and uncertainty back to clarity and control. Now, if you're new here, I'm Johnathan Rankin, the founder of Theorem Wealth, and I've helped people plan and retire with confidence for nearly 20 years now. I work with retirees and near retirees to help them turn savings into income, reduce financial stress, and actually enjoy the retirement they spent decades building. Now, if you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, and this down market has you checking your accounts more often than you'd like, guess what? You're not alone. See, market downturns, they feel very different when your paycheck is coming from your portfolio, and that's why this conversation really matters. Now, the first and most important rule when a down market hits is this: don't turn a temporary loss into a permanent one. See, down markets feel like the end of the world in the moment, but historically, they're a chapter, not a whole story. In fact, over the last 100 years, the stock market has experienced dozens of recessions, bear markets, wars, inflation spikes, and crises. And yet, over a rolling 20-year period, the market has historically delivered positive returns the overwhelming majority of the time. Now, even when major events like the Great Depression, the dot-com crash, the financial crisis, and the COVID crash, markets eventually recovered and went on to new highs. That didn't happen overnight and not without volatility, and sometimes not without patience. Where retirees usually get hurt isn't the down market itself, it's how they respond to it. It's panic selling. It's selling near the bottom, moving to cash and never fully getting back in, because those decisions lock losses in permanently, and that changes outcomes. So the goal is not pretending that down markets don't matter. The goal is responding with a process, not emotion. Now, before touching your investment, your survival kit. This is what determines whether a down market is uncomfortable or dangerous. Now, the first piece is cash and short-term assets. See, for retirees, I generally want to see 1 to 2 years of essential expenses set aside in very low volatile assets. This could be cash, high yield savings, short-term CDs, or short-term bonds. And here's why that matters. Because historically, most down markets last less than 2 years from peak to trough. In fact, the average bear market has lasted around 12 to 18 months. And if you can fund your lifestyle during that window without selling stocks, then you dramatically reduce long-term damage. If you don't have that buffer, then selling during a downturn becomes unavoidable, and that's when the secret to return risk shows up most. Now, the second piece of the survival kit is guaranteed income. This includes things like Social Security, pensions, and other income that doesn't depend on market performance. See, for many retirees, Social Security alone covers between 40 and 60% of essential expenses. Now, when combined with pensions or other guaranteed income, that number can reach 70% or more. Now, the stronger your income floor, the less pressure your portfolio is under during downturns. That income buys you time, and time is the most valuable asset in a recession or a down market. Now, the third piece is understanding which expenses are flexible and which ones are not. See, every retirement budget has essential and non-essentials. That's housing, utilities, food, insurance, and medications. Those tend to be fixed. Travel, gifts, upgrades, and discretionary spending are usually flexible. Now, if you can temporarily dial back the discretionary spending during a down market, even by 10 to 15%, you often reduce your portfolio strain enough to protect the entire plan. Now, that flexibility matters far more than what most people realize. Let me give you a real world example. We're going to talk about Sam and Linda. They're both 63 and plan to retire at 65 with a portfolio of $1 million. Then a down market hits and their portfolio drops 25% from $1 million to $750,000. Emotionally, it feels catastrophic. Sam asks if they need to work until they're 70. Linda wonders if they should sell before things get worse. But instead of panicking, we walk through the survival kit. They had solid income starting at retirement. They had enough cash to avoid selling stocks. They had flexibility and timing. And so instead of blowing up the plan, they made small adjustments. They delayed retirement by 1 year. They postponed a large remodel. They slightly increased savings during that extra year. And we rebalanced the portfolio, trimming bonds while adding to stocks while prices were lower. No market timing, no predictions, just discipline. The result was that they preserved the plan with minor changes instead of major sacrifices. That's an important lesson. See, most retirement plans don't fail because of down markets. They fail because of overreactions. Now let's talk about why down markets are especially dangerous for retirees. That comes down to sequence of return risk. And this is one of the biggest risks in retirement. I cover it in a full video that I'm going to link right here so you could check that out next. Now, with sequence of return risk, it's not just how much return you earn, it's when you earn it. You see, poor returns early in retirement combined with withdrawals can permanently damage a portfolio even if long-term averages look fine. For example, 2 retirees, they can earn the exact same average return for over 30 years. But if one experiences a major downturn in the first 5 years while taking withdrawals, they could run out of money decades earlier. And that's why the first 5 to 10 years of retirement are so critical. So to manage this risk, retirees need 2 things. The first is that cash buffer that allows income to still happen and still come in from safer assets while stocks recover. The second thing is spending guardrails. So instead of having rigid withdrawal rules, guardrails allow temporarily reductions during bad years and gradual increases over time when the market recovers. So even small temporary adjustments like reducing withdrawals by 5 to 10% for a couple of years, those can dramatically improve outcomes. Let me give you another example. This is George. He's 72 years old. He's already retired, and during a down market, his portfolio drops 20%. Instead of panicking, he temporarily reduced his withdrawals, cut flexible spending, and rebalanced the portfolio and harvest tax losses. Those tax losses can offset future gains and reduce taxes for years. So he turned a short-term downturn into a long-term planning advantage. He didn't give up his lifestyle. He stayed in control. That's what a plan is supposed to do. See, recessions and down markets aren't just something to survive, they can create opportunities. Lower portfolio values can make Roth conversions more attractive. Rebalancing allows you to buy assets at lower prices, and tax loss harvesting can improve after-tax returns. When we look back at Social Security, that timing during a downturn can strengthen long-term income as well. See, these strategies, they're not automatic and they're not for everyone, but when used intentionally, they can improve both confidence and long-term results. You see, a down market or a recession also forces an important question. Did you have a plan, or did you just have investments? See, a real retirement plan connects the investments, income, taxes, and long-term goals. It also includes written rules for what you'll do next when the market falls. See, when those rules exist ahead of time, then fear loses its power. You already know what to do, so let's go through a quick recap. If your portfolio is down and you're near or in retirement, don't panic sell. Make sure that you can fund your lifestyle without selling stocks at the wrong time. Understand where your income floor is. Manage sequence of return risk with buffers and flexibility. Look for strategic opportunities and update the plan, not just the portfolio. Down markets, you got to remember, those in recessions, they're normal, but they're not the end. With a plan, you move from reaction to intention, and that shift more than anything is what protects retirement. Now, if you want help building a bear market resilient plan, there's a link in the description below and our team will be happy to help you. Now, if this video is helpful, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our retirement videos, and share this with someone that you know is stressed out because of what's going on in the market. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I appreciate you watching.